Okay, this is just a brief walk around overview video of my 2012 Polaris Ranger 800 Browning Edition. Just going to give you a few of the overviews and quick overview of the things I've done to it. First thing, I added the roof. That's the EMP metal roof. Really done well. It took some pretty good hits. Got the EMP flat front windshield. This windshield comes with a metal lower on it, which I really like. It's worked great for mounting my LED lights. I've got I think 80-degree flood, 60-degree flood, and these are Totron spots in the middle, 4 of them. Really pleased with my light. It lights up from virtually straight out 90 degrees of the front windshield to a good mile in front of you. Got about $250 in the lights. Really pleased. All running off one relay that is fired by my high beam of my regular headlights, so I had no added switches. Low beams, I have my stock low beams. When I switch to high, all my LEDs come on. Simple, clean, less wiring. Really like it. Got the Super ATV Extreme winch bumper. Like the look. It's really heavy duty. Allowed me to move my 4,500 pound, that's the factory winch. It came on the Browning Edition that was up underneath. Was able to move it out on top of the bumper, got it up higher, keep it out of the mud and water, and I think it looks much better. Definitely easier to get to service. The Super ATV is one of the highest clearance when you run bigger tires, but I also trimmed, as you can see, some off this corner and underneath to stop tire rub. And that was before I changed my suspension. But my A-arms I'm running Outcast complete front and rear 3-inch arch, 2-inch forward A-arms with Elka stage 4 shocks all the way around. Really like these shocks, guys. Close to $2 grand total for the new suspension, the shocks. But I tell you what, I'm very pleased. Been running around this week hunting with a buddy of mine that has a 2013 900 Browning Edition. It's still got the stock suspension, and 3 of us drove both of them a good bit this week. And everyone agrees, even the owner of the 900, that hands down this 800 with this Elka suspension rides far better. It's so smooth, you just really have to experience it. It just takes bumps like you can't even feel they're there, literally. You could drink coffee riding around in this thing. But anyway, that lift allowed me to run 31 1150 15 LT Super Swamper TSL LBTs. That's a mouthful. These are truck tires, but I can't imagine being more pleased with an UTV tire on these Rangers. Weight's never going to be a problem. I don't think I could ever puncture them. I have them on MSA M21 bead locks, true bead locks. Run 3 to 4 pounds of air pressure. I tell you what, these things are far smoother than stock tires on asphalt. Quiet. They may get noisy when they wear, if they ever wear on this light machine. Handle great in the mud. They can roll with anything. But outside the mud on the trails, they really shine. In the rocks, they are nothing short of amazing. Went on a 4-day ride in Tennessee a couple of weeks ago. My front end was out. I've since repaired it, but all I had was two-wheel drive. Went up the worst of every trail I could find, and literally, of course this area is at Royal Blue, not a whole lot of bad areas, but I didn't have to worry about picking line or anything. I just point it and two-wheel drive, and it just simply crawl right up it, no problem. So really pleased with my tire and wheel combination, and because these tires are so stiff and I run them low air pressure to compensate, I think I could run all the way flat and still ride on these rims, so I don't need to carry a spare. Get another shot of my Elka setups. Got the remote reservoirs, front and rear. Really great company. These things came set up, custom set up out of the box. I've not changed anything except the preload so far. May put a little more preload on the rear. I was hauling a little couple hundred pounds of corn around. Set a little lower than I like, so I may put a little more tension on those rear springs, but I can't see having to do much because I can't see how it could get much better than it is now. Got these fender flares I added. That keeps the tires from slinging mud up in your beer and keeps it off your wife. And everybody knows the more mud you keep off the wife, the happier she is. Added 1.5" wheel spacers to the rears. See if you can see right there. That allowed the fronts to be equal with the rears to have the same track as the front. You don't have the same, I don't know what you call it, width on the Ranger front and rear when you put the same wheels. The stock wheels have offset to make up for it. These aftermarket wheels had 0 offset, so I had to put spacers on them to get the track even. Got an EMP rear bumper. Been pretty good. Had to straighten that. I backed into an oak tree after I had a few beers and it bent it flat, but didn't hurt nothing else. So it's heavy duty. Look at the rear suspension, outcast A arms, rear Elkas, reservoir mounted in the front. I'll do another video on the suspension. Got me a rear LED light for backup. And you can't see it, but I got the high lifter brake pads. And I believe that's pretty much it for the outside, except one of the main things, which is underneath. And that is that beautiful Trail Armor full skid plate. And I've torture tested this one. As you can see, it's just got a few scuffs and scars. That thing really gives you peace of mind in the rocks and sticks. It just slides right over rocks. You feel like you're 10 foot tall and bulletproof with that under your machine in the rocks. Okay, coming inside. Kind of set up for hunting season around here right now. I got 2 Big Sky overhead single gun racks. I did that to spread them apart and leave the space in the middle open a little bit instead of putting one dual. It gives you more attachments point. These things are rock solid. Very happy with them. My Mossberg 835 Ulti-Mag. Some duck shot there on the dash. We're ready to roll. Been shooting a few wood ducks in the morning. Got my custom built AR-15 here. That's my deer gun lately. I'm short hunting in these woods, not really long shot. Got my bullets there ready to go. Barnes TSX. Got the thing snorkel with snorkelyouratv.com. See your snorkel tubes, vents going up to the top there. Same thing from the front. Put a splice in that front. That way I can feel my front differential from the cab. Pull it apart, take an outboard pump, fill it up. That EMP windshield gives you a usable dash, which I really like. In the summer I take this windshield out. I leave this metal in here. Makes a great base for my lights and great place to throw your junk when you're not riding too rough. Got LED light strips down on the inside. Turn them on. They do all kind of things, but mainly use them on white. It'll light up the cab like daylight, light up the bed, and light up around your vehicle. But of course, they'll do all kind of things. They'll even beat to the music if you want to. What do they think of next? But anyways, I'm sure I've left out a lot. Oh, I got my cheap sound system, but it works. May change it, but I'm gonna have to kill it before I change it, and so far it's holding up good. It's a Boss Audio ATV-20. Lots of people got them. It's plug and play. I just put some flat bar tie wraps and black duct tape and tied it to my roof where it doesn't stick up any higher, and run me a hot wire up here where I can plug in my music to it. Got some USB outlets. That's my light remote. It's just velcroed to the roof. It's mount for my Garmin Montana. These classic accessory hand grabs. You don't have a gun in the middle. The gun rack makes a great hand grab for your middle passenger. Leave my winch mounted remote all the time right there where I don't have to fool with it. Want to unwind it out front, uncouple it, it's there to go. I don't have to dig it up. Gosh, lots more little stuff all around, but that's pretty much it. Spent a lot of money, done a lot of work. Left out my front end. I have a Booger's Toxic Toys complete billet front end in this thing. I destroyed my stock one, kind of torture testing it right after I put these tires. Figured I'd fix it once and be done with it. So there that jewel is. I think I got some pictures of it too I'll put up. Still running stock front tire axles. And this is why I've got limit straps on all four wheels. See how tight I'm turned? I do not have steering stops. With the limit straps, you limit your droop. Your axles will not bind. These are 16 inches long. I think that's going to be the length you want to run, 16 inches on an 800. 900s are different. You see I've got them on the rear also. I have replaced rear axles, but they're just basically a stock replacement. They're STI slashers. But say I broke both the stock ones, one with stock tires and the other one torture testing. But these $125 a piece STI slashers have been torture tested several times and they're holding up. So I think I know where to, when not to hold the pedal all the way down now, but for most part, they can take it. So there'll be more to come. I'll do little individual spots on it. Thing's dirty. I got dual Ultima 825 batteries. I do a little more cleaning up on my wiring, but basically wired them suckers together and got a new positive and negative for 12 volts. So got a lot of battery power. Didn't go with the isolator. Get into that in another video, why I did not do that. All about keeping it simple and what works. And have what you need, and don't put more points for failure when it's not necessary. But that's pretty much it. It's dirty, like I say, but I've been hunting. Fixing to go back work overseas. Just wanted to get this out there, kind of add it to my bill thread. Hope you enjoyed it. You can't enjoy it as much as me, though. Y'all have a good one. Bye.